Wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife. Hello there, beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Shiinu Tapishi. To all my returning subscribers, welcome. If you're new, you're in the right place. Please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button. Please don't forget to click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. In this video of today, I'll be sharing with you mistakes married women make. I had made a video on mistakes married men make. I'm going to leave the link of that video in the description box. So if you had not watched it, you can go and watch it now. The first mistake married women make is the mistake of familiarity. When women have lived with their husbands for so long, they have seen the man at his lowest point, when he is not well, when he is feeling bad, when he is just at home being himself, relaxing. They have seen him at his highest, when he's celebrating, when he's very happy. Some women feel they know everything about their husbands, so at this moment they feel they can start talking to the man the way they like. Meanwhile, outside, people look at your husband like a boss. People respect him. But at home, if your husband annoys you, you shout at him. If he does anything, you talk to him the way you want. You feel you can just be ruling as you please. Even when you annoy him, and let me say, if he's stepping out, some women will say, where does he think he's going to? He's going to come back here and meet me. In each house, you need to respect your husband. You need to honor him. As the Bible has told you, you need to submit to your husband as unto the Lord. If you treat your husband as a king, he is going to treat you as a queen. So if you want to be treated well in your marital home, you should know you need to treat your husband well also. Respect is one of the major needs of every man. As a woman, you must learn to respect your husband more than the way you respect your pastor. For some women, when their pastors are talking to them, they bow to listen to the pastor. Whatever the pastor says, it is yes, Papa, yes, Daddy, yes, Pastor. But when they get home, they are so disrespectful to their husbands. Whenever their husbands say anything, they are going to object. If their husbands want to make one sentence, they are going to make 5. But when you see their phone ringing, if it's a pastor that is calling, their countenance will immediately change. They start becoming so humble, so respectful to the pastor, but they are never that way to their husbands. You need to know your husband is the head of the house. You are married to him, and your husband is God-fearing. Why not respect him more than the way you respect your pastor? Even the Bible has told you that you need to submit yourself unto your husband as you do unto the Lord. The pastor has his own house. There he is the king. In your house, your husband needs to be the king. You need to pay all your attention to your husband. There are some group of women, when they go to church and their pastors say anything, they don't even look at the Bible to see if it's written there. They just come back home. They are trying to force it down the throat of their husband and saying, this is what Papa said, this is what Daddy in the Lord said, it must be like this. All of these women, you need to stop. You need to know that once you're in church and the pastor tells you something, if you come, you can just discuss it with your husband. You don't need to force him to obey. He is a man of God also. He has given his life to Christ. He is the head of the house. God has appointed him as the head for a reason. He is not just there. He got married to you and he knows the right things that have to be done. If you suggest something and he likes it, he's going to take it. But he is not obliged to live his life according to the way your pastor wants. Your pastor is living his own life. Allow your husband to live his own. Allow him to control you. Allow him to be the king in his house. You need to honor him. If you don't respect your husband, he may stop talking to you about sensitive or personal things. If you are so disrespectful to your husband, for some men, they are going to divert their attention. Some men are not going to leave you to go out and look for a different woman because they have the fear of God and they want to live with you. They want to see how things will work. But to be on the safe side, they are going to take their sensitive things and discuss it with their friends outside. Some are going to discuss it with their family members, excluding you, because your countenance changes almost all the time, so they don't know how you're going to act if they have to tell you something. And if you don't respect them, they will not feel free to discuss with you. So as a woman, you need to respect your husband for him to be comfortable in the house, to be able to interact with you the way he wants, freely, without being afraid or without feeling you're going to disrespect him in the midst of a conversation. Most of the women who disrespect their husbands after marriage, talking to him the way they want, before the marriage, they were not doing that way. Most of them were so humble, but as they got in, they just felt like they have arrived. Nobody can do anything to them. So they just open and they start bringing out bad characters. Ladies need to stop this. The second mistake married women make is not taking care of themselves. For example, their looks. Men are moved by what they see. Some women will tell you, he should look into my heart. I have a good heart. Yes, you have a good heart, you have good character, everything. But before he got married to you, you were dressing to kill. Your makeup was always on point. You were always making sure you were neat. You were always doing the things you know he would like. But once you got married, you stopped all those things. For some women, they will tell you, my husband is born again, so he cannot cheat on me. Must he be under punishment because he is born again? Do you just have to treat him anyhow you like? Do you think you need to be looking shabby at home because your husband is not going to cheat? Some women spend 2 weeks wearing net whenever they're in the house. They never want to expose the style they have made for their husbands to see. They only remove the net from their head when they are going out. For some, they are not going to dress well unless a visitor is coming or unless they are going out. But before they got married, they were dressing well. No matter the situation, the circumstance, they were always looking good. As a married woman, when you start having kids, you have a lot of responsibilities. Everybody knows that. But you need to create time to take care of yourself. Create time to look good. Create time to look neat. Create time to look presentable. You must not be wearing your kaba all the time in the house. You must not be tying the loincloth whenever you're in the house. You can still dress sexy and stay in the house. You can still do your makeup and stay in the house without going out. Make your husband to always feel happy whenever he looks at you. Don't give him the opportunity to start complaining. The third mistake some married women make is Supporting the wrong decision. If you see your husband doing something which is wrong, you should be able to stand up for the truth. Be able to tell him that what he is doing is wrong. For some women, they will tell you they are afraid, they don't want to make their husbands angry. That is why they don't want to tell him the truth. Don't sit back and watch your husband make a stupid decision because you are afraid of telling him the truth. Don't sit back and watch your husband destroy another person's life or cause someone harm because you are afraid of telling him the truth. Your job as a wife is to support your husband where he is making the right decision, and also to correct him respectfully and prayerfully when he is making the wrong decisions in life. You also determine the legacy your husband will leave behind for your kids. If your husband is doing something which is wrong and you don't stand up to tell him, my husband, this thing you did is wrong, the kids will see it and they will feel it's okay. When you are talking to your husband, if he is doing something wrong in the presence of the kids, you don't need to tell him there. You call him aside and you talk to him. Just when the two of you are together, you need to be respectful. You need to know the way you approach him to tell him things. Don't cause more problems in the course of trying to correct him, for it will not work. Always make sure you support your husband in whatever he is doing, and always make sure you help him to make the right decisions so that it will be for the glory of God, and also you guys are not going to affect anyone negatively or not going to harm any person as a result of a poor decision your husband made and which you were informed before he made the decision. The fourth mistake married women make is thinking they are the project. Before a man gets married to you, you will see that he will do everything to please you. He calls you all the time. He gives you all the attention you need. He gets you so many gifts. He does so many wonderful things for you. But once he is married to you, so many other things will come up which he needs to also pay attention to those things. But for some women, they think their husbands should leave everything and pay attention only to them. Meanwhile, the man has other things to handle. He has his job, he has projects. When you guys have kids, the needs of the kids need to be attended to. Some women will ask the man, why are you not calling me the way you used to? Why don't you take me out the way you used to? You need to know things have changed. You need to help your husband in building the family. You need to help your husband in achieving all the things he wants in life and trying to make sure that you guys work towards your goals in life. Don't be so self-centered. Don't feel everything must be about you. Don't feel he doesn't have to pay attention to his family members, his friends, his job, the kids, or his project because you are married to him. Don't make him to feel as if he is in a prison. As a good wife, you need to support your husband in all he is doing. You need to understand his situation, understand the circumstances, what he is going through, and try to see how you can help him. Try to see how you can make things to move forward smoothly. Don't be nagging. Don't always complain. Don't always make as if everyone needs to be annoyed when you are annoyed. Don't always cause problems unnecessarily when there is no need for that. Be a good supportive wife to your husband, to the whole entire family, and also in your house. You should make sure you try to see how you guys can improve things. Try to give your husband suggestions when he needs. Try to comfort him when you see he needs comfort. In order not to make this video very long, I'm going to stop here for today. I'm going to make a part 2. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Kindly share it with everyone you know. Encourage them to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I will see you in my next video. Stay blessed. God loves you. Bye bye.